Hi, I'm Sam from Maineland Woodworking, and I get a lot of questions about this bobbin winder, specifically in relation to paper quills. I designed it around using bobbins. That's what I started out weaving with, but I've gotten enough questions about this that I really started looking into it hard. When I first started researching paper quills, I didn't think that it would be usable with this winder because it's got just a fixed diameter shaft, and the couple of videos I've seen where quills were used were with tapered shafts, but I have been able to, without too terrible much difficulty, get paper quills to wind on here, which is pretty awesome. I mean, it works great. That's a piece of computer paper, just normal printer paper. I used some manila envelope, and that worked great. And I've even been able to use really thin paper. This is some newspaper. And as long as you wind it on tight, it works fine. Now, another question that I get a lot is using it with different sized paper quills. And the shaft on this winder is 4.5 inches long, but here we have a 6-inch paper quill, and it works. The quill is able to maintain its own shape even out beyond the length of the shaft. So this is pretty cool, and I'll just show you. You know, like there's the end of the shaft right there. And it still has maintained its shape. So all you have to do is wind the bobbin on, or wind the quill up, and it'll work fine. The diameter of the hole is going to be 1/4 inch. That's the diameter of this shaft here. So it should work on most bobbins. Now I've made a run, a couple of lines of bobbins. It won't work on mine because they have 1/4 inch shaft, but my next set will all have 3/16 inch shafts, so that it'll be able to work with paper quills. They're, you know, bobbins aren't terribly expensive, but paper quills are free, so it's hard to beat the economics. The other great thing about this is, as long as you can wind it tight enough, you could use this even on like with a power drill. If you're winding bobbins or quills with a power drill, that would work just fine too, which is great because it lowers that barrier to entry. The only downside is that I probably won't be able to convince my wife I need a metal lathe now, so I'll have to come at that from a different angle. But I hope you found this interesting. Sorry if it was a bit rambly. I'm kind of excited about this, so let me know in the comments if you have any questions or have anything to add. We sell these winders and the shuttles on Etsy, so check that out if you're interested, and I hope you have a great evening.